Hello everybody, I'm here with another video. Trying to do something a little short today. No, I haven't posted in a little bit. I'm going to try and get out some of this new Fortnite update. I'm going to be playing some of the new game mode with Dr. Doom and the artifacts and the heroes versus villains stuff. Afterwards, I've got some of a normal match that I played that I show off my personal meta of items, and then finally I'll end with a little bit of me being Dr. Doom in game and whatnot. So I hope you enjoy and have a nice time. If you feel like giving me a like and a subscribe, that would be greatly appreciated. It does help me out. Enjoy the video. So at this point in my editing, I think I forgot to take my headset off of mute, or my headset had some problems while recording. So I believe this might be one of the videos where you don't hear me at all unless I add my voice in afterwards. So I'll definitely try and do that. And of course, the one time I stream so that I can record it into a video, the one time I stream and don't check that my microphone is running, of course it's not running. I didn't do a mic check, I didn't do any of that, and coming back to bite me in the butt. So here's my slight commentary, I guess. I think that the Doom Henchman side is pretty powerful, on top of the fact that you literally have somebody as Doctor Doom, which is powerful if you're really good at using the Doctor Doom mythic, but if you're not, you will get immediately murked, basically. It's very hard to stay as Doctor Doom. You just get swarmed. Usually the heroes team has the numbers over the Doom side, but I think it's pretty balanced as long as you have players that actually want to play and focus on the objectives. Otherwise, you know, you just have people running around doing nothing, and that's how you lose the game, is by having people who don't know how to play. Of course, I choked this play here. The guy had the War Machine Mythics and smoked me, but other than that, I think this game mode's really fun. Personally, out of the LTMs we've gotten, including the Marvel ones in the past, I'd give it around a 7 out of 10. It's fun, seems balanced right now. I guarantee you there's going to be some sort of balance by Epic for whatever reason, even though I don't think the game mode really needs it right now. I think it's pretty fun. Like I said, think it's a 7 out of 10. It's not the best LTM we've gotten, especially not with the Marvel. Like, Marvel Knockout was pretty fun. But it's definitely a really good LTM. It's very decent, and I enjoy the premise of it. Being like the old Thanos really brings me back to Chapter 1. Very fun. But very similar to the Thanos event. But yeah, anyways, I think it's very good. Personal rating 7 out of 10. I think the new mythics are pretty cool. And yeah, I think that's where I'm going to leave this part of commentary. I will come back later. So, this portion of the video is going to be just a normal match of Battle Royale, where I try and get what I believe, I'm predicting, is about to be the meta, not like competitive, but casual, for technically anybody can get 4 of the items, But since one of the items is Dr. Doom's gauntlets, only one player on the map will actually be able to do this at a time during a match. And what I mean is, usually what I'll do is I'll drop here around this spot. I'll go for this chest, and most of the time it'll have the boots. If it has the gloves, it just makes getting the rest of the items a little longer and more tedious and annoying. But I'm going to go ahead and just list out the recipe. First slot, I usually have Doom gauntlets. Second slot, I'll have the Iron Man gauntlets. Third slot, I'll get the War Machine gauntlets. Fourth slot, I'll have the Iron Man's flight boots, and then I'll have my fifth slot as the War Machine's jetpack. And when I get all of these items, I'll go ahead and explain why I get all 5 of these specific items to basically just make the game impossible to lose. It's very difficult once somebody has these weapons for somebody to lose. Not impossible, but very, very difficult. I'll go ahead and just let the video speak for itself and kind of chime in here. This was a very rewarding kill because it gave me both the War Machine gauntlets and the jetpack, which is great because usually, at least in my opinion, in the games that I've played, the hardest of the mythics to get are War Machine's jetpack for sure. That's got to be the hardest besides Doom stuff. But of the stuff that you just find lying around that's not a guaranteed spawn, the gauntlets and the jetpack is the hardest. But to have both of them early game is amazing because it means I can jetpack around, I can use my unibeam, I can shoot with the Iron Man gauntlets, but then I can just spam with War Machine's gauntlets, and it basically just gives me free kills. My video is basically just gonna show you where I got my stuff during the game, but you can do it in any order really, like realistically. If you are really good with the Doom gauntlets, I would go straight to Doom just in case, you know, somebody doesn't decide to go pick that mythic up. I would go straight to Doom, get the gauntlets, get the medallion, because the medallion also helps a great deal. As to why it's 5 items is because if you get kills with the Siphon medallion from Dr. Doom, you don't have to carry a healing item, usually, as long as you're fighting people. But you could go for Dr. Doom first and then just wait for, you know, the new Iron Man drop spots to drop down, and then go get the Iron Man mythics and the War Machine mythics that way. It's usually pretty difficult because those are always contested. Not super difficult, not anywhere near as much as they are in the early game, but still contested. But basically what I'm trying to say, just to sum this up, is you can go pretty much anywhere on the map that has one of those items first, and it will not matter. You don't even really have to go for one. I would, but you know, that's what I'm showing now. This is the drop spot I was talking about, in case anybody hasn't seen it before. They basically drop down. The red and gold ones have the Iron Man mythics, and the gray and black ones have the War Machine items. And it's not like a choose between this, that, and the other thing with them, you get the entire set of everything. So, see, he left the gloves. Maybe he already had some gloves, but he kept the boots and tried to fly away, and I guess he didn't know how to fly away with them. But now I've got 4 out of the 5 items, and now all I need is the Dr. Doom's mythics. I know I'm talking a lot, but I'm trying to explain, and, you know, there's the War Machine drop pod also. I'm going to go now. I'm marking Dr. Doom's area, and then I'm going to go get those mythics. So, see all of you in a minute. I'd like to make a brief note about the mythics. If you just saw, I ran out of my boots and I swapped to my jetpack. The reason that I use both instead of just one is not only because you can't shoot anything but the unibeam with the boots, but you can shoot everything with the jetpack, but also you can stay in the air the entire time because the cooldown for the jetpack, or at least the energy for the jetpack, is the same duration as the cooldown for the boots, and the boots are longer. They keep you in air longer than it takes for the jetpack to respawn or reload, so you can just stay in the air forever. That's why I carry both, but additionally the jetpack allows me to shoot from the sky. So here I am. This guy in the car has the Dr. Doom mythics, so I'm going to go ahead and obtain them. Alrighty. So here I am picking up the Cypher Medallion and the Dr. Doom Gauntlets. And basically this completes my loadout. Because of that, I'd like to, while gameplay is in the background, I'd like to bring up some possible counters. If you are to, you know, say get in a building or build up close to me, it'd be really, really difficult for me to eliminate you, because none of this really works. But here's an example of me doing what I do in the air while I chain my attacks. I can go and use the Unibeam, and then use the Doom Ball, and then spam with the War Machine Gauntlets just while hovering. And then usually around that time my boots have recharged and I can just go ahead and fly back up like I'm doing. It's great for mobility. My health is back all the way up because I got a couple of eliminations and I got the siphon from it. So, you know, it's a very, very good loadout. Honestly, it is very difficult to actually eliminate me. And although a couple of times this match I did get pretty low, you know, it's basically a free win. I'm gonna go ahead and let the rest of the video play out and maybe chime in a couple more times as I see fit. Very quick note here. This guy had the Emma Frost medallion, which, like I said, if you haven't played the season or seen anything on the season yet, basically just marks people on the map like the older NPCs used to do, some of them, like Artemis. But it's only for a certain amount of range, so it's not great, but it's always welcome, especially in this kind of a loadout where, you know, I'm trying to be aggressive so I can heal up. I need to know where people are. It's very useful. But that's all I've got for this point. Now, the launch portion, and I believe just a little bit of the flight portion of the flight boots does go through builds, so don't be afraid to build up and then, you know, obviously launch. It will not do anything but break your builds. And there you have it. I believe just a very casual, pretty sure it was a 22 bomb, 22 elimination game, which is in no terms very bad at all. Just like I said, casual, very, very easy to get wins with this loadout. It is pretty much a given that you will get a victory royale for pretty much very low effort. As long as you're pretty good at just randomly aiming, it's not that difficult. On to the next section, we have me being Dr. Doom. I'm going to make this a pretty short section, just all of the times that I've gotten Dr. Doom in the one game that I played. I don't know where my audio's at. I don't know what's wrong with the audio, and I'm 95% sure my microphone was in this. But I do also know it was very laggy, it was very buggy, because I recorded this yesterday as of September 18th, so the day it came out. It was very laggy, and I had my router right next to me. It was very difficult to get any of this, but it kind of shows off a little bit of the abilities of Dr. Doom. I haven't been able to get him again since, so this is, as of right now, the only video I have of him, of me as him at least. Very, very pixely, very blocky. I don't even know what's happening now, but I tried to play. It was pretty much unplayable because of how large of a character model he is. He's got 1,000 health. He has a jump and a slam ability. When you use his arcane gauntlet ability, that is usually just one burst, it is a triple shot burst. The Doom Ball is bigger, and I believe it does more than 90 damage now. Might do the same damage. I can't really tell because I can't really see. But the Doom Beam is accurate, and as long as you can keep an enemy in your vision with it, it does a lot of damage over time. It's only 15 damage every time you hit somebody, but it's all right, I guess. Here comes some audio, so I'm gonna just kind of be quiet now. There's some health back. I don't know why the audio went back mute. This first portion is the only part of this video that actually is mute. The rest of the video is pretty much just what I recorded the other day. It is so unbearably laggy to watch while I am Dr. Doom. I'm not even joking. And this is the only time I actually genuinely got to play as him. This is the only gameplay I have of me as Dr. Doom. I just, and here it goes. It's done. Oh, how much health do you have? Oh my god. A very funny little thing that I figured I would put in. Technically, I was Dr. Doom, but I'm not going to say anything more than that. I'll just let you see. I still think it's fun to play as Dr. Doom's Chosen. Doom's Chosen is great. Well, I guess it's not even Dr. Doom's Chosen, it's just him. I was him. I was him. I am Dr. Doom! Let's go! I just thought that was kind of funny. Anytime that the match ended, I would get randomly picked for Doom, but not when we played the matches, and not when my Wi-Fi decided to get better. Anyways, this is really all I had for today. I just wanted to play some of the new game modes, show it off, show off my prediction of what the new meta for this, at least this update, is going to be before they nerf all of the Iron Man stuff to the ground, because it's definitely going to get nerfed. Even though I really don't want it to, and I don't think it needs to be, it's definitely going to get nerfed. I think that's all I got for today, so thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Like I said earlier, if you liked the video, please give me a like or a subscribe, or both. They're very, very greatly appreciated, and it helps me out a lot. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.